people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. I have had a wonderful month or so of sewing. I really have. I am in a very happy place right now. I know there's a lot going on in the world and I've had a lot going on in my world, but I'm just really comfortable with who I am and what I'm doing, and I'm really getting an opportunity to enjoy my leisure time. I think for everyone over the last year there's been a lot of reflection and thought and mindfulness, and I think us as a sewing community are really lucky that we have this wonderful hobby that, for me anyway, takes me to a place that is not only addictive but incredibly relaxing. And I want to share those things that I've been making with you. So you'll have seen my what's next, and I'm really happy to say that all bar one I have made all of those things up. I've certainly got all of those things to show you today, and the one thing that I haven't made is in a pile over there of ready to go items, which is super exciting. I just have found the time to sew and the motivation to sew, so let me show you what I've been up to. Now, some of the things I normally get changed into a lot of stuff when I'm doing these things, but I'm going to stay in what I'm wearing if that's okay with you today, and I promise I'll put footage in of other things that I talk about, because I know it can be really frustrating to not see them on a person. But the dress I'm wearing is where I wanted to start. This is the Petworth Dress from the Sussex Seamstress. I just love it. It's the same top line as the Tillington blouse that I showed you will be a good couple of months ago, I think, by the time this video comes out. But yeah, it's just lovely. It's got this beautiful bias bound neckline. It's got, I think you can just see that in the daylight there. It's got some lovely subtle gathering here, so there are no darts. No darts. I was just checking. No darts here, because obviously the shaping comes from the edge there. You make the bias binding, or I guess you could use shop bought bias binding. The jury's out as to whether to tie it or untie it. If I'm honest, my preference is to untying, although I like it both ways. But yeah, I just think for me, I prefer to have more skin on show because it's slightly more flattering for me personally. I love this shearing on here. Now, I can't say I'm an expert on shearing, but my machine and I are becoming friends with it. Just never seems very firm to me, and I know in the video Sussex Seamstress does actually show that you can pull the elastic tighter, which I have done a little bit, but that I'm always a little bit tentative to pull it too far. But I just love it, and this time I remembered to start the shearing a little bit further down, because then you get this lovely ruffle at the edge. On my Tillington blouse I started the shearing very close, and although it's really lovely, I actually prefer the slight overlap that gives. I'm going to put some footage in here whilst I'm talking about the dress, so that you can sort of see it in its glory and its full floatiness. I did add some pockets, so you can see those in the picture. They're not actually on the pattern, so I hope Jane doesn't mind, but I love a dress with pockets, and if I want to wear it to work, it's just nice to be able to put my keys and things in there. I love the length of it, and it's got where are we, two tiers on it, which is just lovely. I suppose it's quite Wilder gown-esque, but I prefer the sort of open neckline of this, and the shearing detail. I think the Wilder gown is elasticated at the cuffs. It's not a dress I've made actually, but the fit straight out of the bag as it is, or box or packet or PDF as it is, I did. Although, having said that, I did take it in a little bit at the sides, because if I stand up you can't really see anything, so I don't know why I stand up, but I can't help myself, so I do. Yeah, so I took it in a little bit here. Now I guess you could add drawstrings, but because of my chesticles, I wouldn't really benefit from that, because look, you can see if I pull here, it's the boobies that are preventing it from pulling in any. But I really like the free flow of it, and you'll see in the footage sort of the full, the way it moves and things, which I'm really pleased with. This is a viscose I got from Rainbow Fabrics. And so far, fingers crossed, it's not a creaser, although viscose does have a tendency to crease. This isn't creasing, and because it's quite dark, you can't see that anyway. You'll see in the footage I got it on with boots and tights, but this in summer with sandals. It's a really lightweight viscose, so it's going to be lovely and breathable, and just very flowy. Oh, I can't wait for those summer evenings when you've been out in the sun and you just wanted something, you know, long sleeves to sort of cover your skin, and you can feel the warmth of your skin. Oh, dreaming. But I think it's going to be perfect for this time of year anyway, because it's quite transitional. As I say, I got it on with tights. I could easily see me wearing this with my black polo neck underneath to give me a bit more warmth in the weeks ahead. But some days it's been really sunny and quite warm, and I saw on an Instagram account this morning that it was going to be 17 degrees in London next week. That would be amazing, and this sort of thing is going to be great. And you know, the irony is, on my Frugal Frocks challenges a number of weeks ago now, I said I didn't really wear dresses, but in this makes I've got 2 dresses, obviously this one, so please do check out the Sussex Seamstress. She did kindly give me this pattern for me to review, which I'm really grateful to her, and it's another win-win for me. I just love it. And then obviously the second one is the Frugal Frocks, so let me show you that next, but again it's going to be more footage than me changing. So I've got a whole pile of things to talk to you about here, which is quite exciting. So let's, on the theme of dresses, this is my Frugal Frocks, and again I'll put a picture at least, and some footage. I don't think I took footage of this one actually. No, I'm not sure I did, so it might just be static pictures for this, but this will be on my Instagram account as well. So this is the Frugal Frocks challenge, and it's a straight up and down. This is called the Thelma dress, and I will put the stock photo there and maybe a photo of me in it. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? So for you to see, and this is a beautiful viscose jersey from Dragonfly Fabrics. I have actually done a separate review on this in a video where I feature Vicky Sews, so I'll put a link to that up here, and also in the description box below, because I then feature another make. Oh dear, avalanche of headscarves on the floor there. I also then talk about this top, which I appreciate it's really hard to see off the hanger, and this is the Vicky Sews Sandy Hoodie. It's got this wonderful big hood on it. It's a purposefully oversized hoodie, and again I'll put some pictures of me in this. But please do check out that other video if you haven't had a chance to, where I talk about Vicky Sews. It's a Russian sewing company, just amazing value. This top, for example, was 120 rubles, which equates to about £1.43, and averagely they're 150 rubles, which is about £1.50, £1.70, something like that. Phenomenal, and they come in your own size. But please check out the other video for details on that. I had a bit of an avalanche of headscarves, so I might as well show you those next. Actually, this one is as I wore it yesterday. I had a bit of a fun thing on Instagram when I did a reel, and I will link to that down below. I can't say I'm an expert on doing reels, and for 3 seconds worth of footage, there is a lot of work that goes in that goes into these. And you literally got 3 seconds, and you have to edit in really small time slots on your phone. And then to my joy of joys, I discovered that I'd recorded a reel, which I was really happy with, on the wrong Instagram account, which is complicated to explain, but I have the So Mad Instagram account and then another one, which doesn't have any followers. And I'd done it on the one that didn't have any followers, so that was helpful. No one got to see that, and you can't transfer them, or in my experience you can't. But I did a reel featuring all of these headbands, and I think I've got a picture of me at least in one headband, which I'll put up here. But it is it's the Sew Over It vintage headband, and actually Lisa Comfort does the most amazing lunchtime sews collection at the moment, and this is what that came from. I think it's £3 for the pattern, but it is actually really usable scrap buster. Now I've got fairly short hair, obviously it's very long for me at the moment, and I'm needing to do something to break up this very, very thick hair. And I didn't think I was really a headband kind of person. You lot have been so kind with your feedback, and I still do need to be feeling strong, confident. Confident sounds like such a bold word. I need to be in the right phase of mind to wear one of these guys, but I've made 4. I could see more in my life, but I'm at the crossroads of whether I should actually get my hair cut when I can, or see what happens and let it grow. But I don't want to have old looking hair. That's just me personally. I just don't. So I just want to stay edgy and things, and having shorter hair, especially as it's grey, I think helps that in my view, for me personally. So yes, that's the headband brigade. Bit crazy, but they're ever so easy to make up. You say that, Cara. They are ever so easy to make up. So how come you made so many mistakes when you were making them? Because it is very easy to get the elastic twisted. It's very easy to put one side on upside down. In fact, I think every mistake under the sun I have made with these. Yeah, they are fairly quick to make, but there is a technique to it. But yeah, it's and Lisa, if you look on her Instagram account on their IGTV, she actually is filmed making one of these in no time at all. I often think how many takes they did of that to get it working really well, but yeah, it looks amazing. She looks amazing, and that's what I decided to make. Couple more things to show you. Now again, I've done a whole video on my making sportswear, and I elected to make the Greenstyle Creations tempo tights in this wonderful lycra that I got from Tiernite Fabrics. And my plea once again to fabric shops and manufacturers all over England is help us to be able to buy some nice patterned aesthetic fabric, please, because it's really hard to get in patterned colours in this country, and I would like to make a whole lot more sportswear. I really enjoyed making these. I've put a whole load more detail into the video. There's a part 1 and part 2, because I talk about the tempo tights in one, and then I talk about the sports bra in other. Now I appreciate neither of these look very good when I'm just holding them up like this, but I hope you get the sort of the image that yeah, I really love making them. They are much easier than you would think to make, but also I'm really enjoying wearing them, and I'll tell you more in the video about what they like to run in, because I have made some adaptations to the pattern in order to help the level of support and structure, particularly, well, just with the bra on that one. The tempo tights were as they were out of the make, which is really great. And then the final thing I wanted to talk to you about is another sweatshirt. So you'll remember in my plans, I really kind of wanted to make some sweatshirts that had an edge to them, that were a little bit different. I absolutely adore the Billy sweatshirt. I've yet to crack the sort of the puffy sleeve because I haven't had the right fabric for that. If you remember, my fabric was too structured, although lovely. I want to make a Billy, but then I fell into a pit of making Billies with matching joggers, and my daughter sort of said to me, "Oh, you kind of got off piste a bit. You're not quite as edgy as you used to be." And I was like, "Oh, out of the mouth." Oh, I forgot the saying is, but basically, kids always tell you the truth, really. It's kind of what it boils down to. So then I found, was looking through the Fold line, who have an amazing array of pattern library, and I found the Orono top, or Orono sweatshirt from Itch to Stitch. Now, I'm not really going to be able to show you that in any particular detail, so let me put a picture up here. I made it in this lovely sweatshirting from Coalville Fabrics, and I have talked about this fabric a number of times, but basically it's got a beautiful funnel neck. It's got lovely pleat detail. It's not a pleat so much, but it just adds shaping, and as I'm talking I'll put the footage in of me wearing it. So you've got the pleat detail on the shoulder there, and then obviously the statement front section, which is the beautiful crossover. You can't see that when I'm holding it up, but hopefully the footage I'm showing you will have that. And then it has pockets, and I love the pocket construction. If I show that hopefully in the right light. So you've got a lovely pocket here, and it's stitched down just on the front section. So it's not a double layer pocket. The front of the pocket is formed from the front of the sweatshirt, and the back is, here we are, on the inside, you can see there. And again, I've used my monochrome rainbow overlocking thread. I really enjoyed the construction of this. Comes together incredibly easily actually, and the itch to stitch instructions are, as ever, just brilliant. I forgot to overlock them. I've worn it loads, and I realise now that I've forgotten to overlock the edge of the neckband. Shocking, shocking. Good job nobody sees the inside apart from myself. But I really, really love that, and I like it so much that it will be, you can see the crossover there a little bit. So the front's caught up a little bit where I was wearing it this morning. I have worn it lots, and I like it that much that I'm going to be making it in the same fabric as I've made this, because I had loads of fabric of both of those. So ironically, I'm making the Orono top in the grey, and I'm also making the Sandy Hoodie in the burgundy. So I'll have lots and lots of sweatshirts just as the weather starts to warm up. Good plan, Cara. Never mind, everybody needs a sweatshirt throughout the year at some stage. So that's everything that I have made in March. I've got lots of plans coming up. I don't know the order in which my videos will come out, because I've got lots of things I want to talk to you about, so I like to get them filmed. And yeah, so I believe you will have seen how to make sportswear, part 1, part 2, also the Vicky Sews, and then I've got lots of plans coming up, which is just great. So I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Please, if you're still watching me right now, please do me a favour and go and subscribe if you haven't already. I absolutely love being here, and it's really nice to know that you are there on a regular basis by subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out, and give me a thumbs up, because that's one of the ways that YouTube knows to share my content with other people, because if you've enjoyed it, then other people will too. There are lots of ways of supporting my channel. Number 1 is to subscribe. Number 2 is to comment, please. I'd love that. If you can buy me a coffee, I've left the details of that in the link below, and any investment you give me, which is very gratefully received, goes straight back into the channel and is very much appreciated. I'm also over on Instagram, where you'll see crazy things like my reels and more of an update on a day-to-day basis of my crazy sewing life. So yeah, I'm at So Mad over there. Until next time, everyone, please stay safe and well, and don't forget to comment. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, actually. That would be really nice too. So just tell me about what you're making and what your plans are for spring. I'd love that. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.